Yo, this is Quentin Moore chilling in the Cigar Lounge.
This is the Captain, Hobo King 82. Hi, guys! Yo, this is MJ from Hot Garbage Cigar Club, and you're watching Cigar Loungin Podcast.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cigar Loungin Podcast. I am your host, the local hero, here with the homie Ken, bro.
You know what it is.
All right, man. Well, first, before we get into everything we're about to get into, let's discuss what we smoking. What you smoking on?
A cigar?
I'm gonna read a motherfucking chart. I ain't got time for that dumb ass shit, man.
A Grand Habano, Connecticut.
Okay.
Connecticut number 1.
Sipping on anything over there? You good today?
I'm just grab a beer, some new Glazer, Wisconsin on.
I got the number one on our list, Lamper 1675 Murado. Of course, I got me Dogfish Head. So I'm drinking on that Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA. Shout out to them.
Yeah. I got this new Glazer, Gator Doppel.
Sounds sexy. All right, so let's get into our episode, man. We're gonna talk NBA All-Star game. First of all, we both were like basketball fanatics. When you stop giving a fuck about the NBA?
When Mike left?
I held it for a long time. I sit around about 20.
No, I stopped caring as much when Mike left, but then I just was like, fuck this shit once. I mean, like, I still kind of hung on because I started liking like Tracy McGrady and D Wade and all that shit. I think mostly when D Wade started declining and then retired, I think I really stopped really giving a fuck about it, especially once the Steph Curry effect took over the goddamn league. Yeah, and then my interest started waning severely at that point. Because it started getting bland, it started changing rules and making travel legal and all that different type of shit. So I yeah.
I think I stopped. I think I retired around the same time Kobe did, actually. I think D Rose back home in Chicago. D Rose kept me in for a couple extra seasons. But other than that, nah, I went to nah. But that leads us into this, right? This is what I think. I'm not even gonna blame Steph Curry. Let's talk about the All-Star game. And the All-Star game is gonna come with the decline of basketball as the viewership go down. I'm gonna put this on two people. First, I'm gonna put this on LeBron because he created this friendly era shit. LeBron, if you're supposed to be the best player in the world, you should have the ability to get people to rally behind
you. But he making all his teammates better.
All-Star game, Kobe was playing in the All-Star game. Them motherfuckers played. They don't have nobody playing no more.
Facts.
And then you got to put the second person you got to put on is Adam Silverman. Adam Silverman is the worst president in fucking sports. People
president?
are telling him the problem. What the
commissioner, you mean?
Commissioner. He's the worst commissioner in sports because people are telling him the problem and he ignoring it. The second biggest problem is these fucking referees.
They've been a problem for years.
They're getting worse. They're getting worse and worse, and he's not doing anything to try to fix it. But
they've been a problem.
I think I watched maybe this year. I probably watched 2 basketball games. And there was two random basketball games had some of the worst officiating I ever saw. And Adam Silverman doesn't do anything to correct it. He doesn't. That's why a lot of people are disenfranchised because the game don't got solved, watered down, rules don't got changed. The refs is just taking over the game. Nobody wants to see a game where the ref control the tempo of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I do watch some basketball games here and there, but I mostly find myself watching the most obscure teams because those seem like to be the better games now. Because you know you got like the teams that like got really no big name superstar on it, and I'm talking about like a full fledged superstar, like a Kevin Durant or whatever. So I find myself watching odd games like Houston and Oklahoma City and uh you know, like teams like that. Cleveland Cavaliers. Hold on right quick. What?
Cleveland bona fide. I like Cleveland. I think I don't like Joe Cleveland, whatever the fuck. But yeah, I don't know. It's just these teams. Like here's the problem. Here's the problem. The biggest problem. And we keep saying, when we say this to these younger dudes, they like, hey, calm down. It was so many better players in the 90s than it is now because everybody wants to go under these guys that, they're more skilled. No, they're not. They can't defend the post. Motherfuckers are scoring damn near 200 points a game. There's no defense anymore. Nobody knows how to play Nobody knows how to play man defense.
If they so skilled, why do they switch off on the pick?
Hey, bro, look. Name 10 superstars in the league right now. I guarantee you, if you name 10, now I can name you 20 in the 90s. That's the problem.
If they so skilled, why a lot of the records are still held, if the ones that are not held by LeBron, because you know he finna play until he's 90.
LeBron need to retire too.
What's the other outside, and then outside of what's that? Skip? I mean not Skip, I said Skip. Steph. You know, him having the most threes and shit. Like what other records back in the day been broken? We do got the average to triple double shit. We got that. But those still like now if you really look at them, they still like older stars now because they all those stars are over 30, damn near over 35. So it's like how much more skill are they really?
I don't really see them doing nothing. Like honestly, I don't see them doing nothing. Like they're more athletic. I give them that. They're more athletic. But skill, Draymond Green wouldn't play in the 90s. Let's be honest.
Hell no.
Draymond Green in the 90s, he wouldn't even made it. He wouldn't even start on his college team unless he was playing for like a Division II or Division III school.
I mean, if you want to talk about more skill, like man, okay, we'll give you that. That's only because of the rule changes, which allow traveling for the most part.
And
carrying. And defense is pretty much non-existent.
I would say they're not skilled. They're better scorers, but they're better scorers because the rule changed.
Yeah, it's no defense.
And lack of defense. You might as well give Jokic the MVP every year he play, because nobody knows how to stop him. Because nobody knows how to guard the post. He's not athletic. He's not fast. he's a big body that knows the basics of the game. He is skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Because a person is good at dribbling, I mean he's a skilled player. Like fucking James Harden can dribble. He can't play defense. Steph Curry can't play defense.
But I would leave
open layup on a fast break. So what the fuck are we talking about skill? What do we mean? What do we mean when we say skill?
Exactly. I mean, like if you want to talk about like offensive skill, I mean Steph is skillful at that. Because he can score in an array of different ways.
Yeah, but he's not.
So as well as I'm not saying he's all around. I'm just saying that's why I said offensive. He's skilled offensively.
When I say skill, I mean all around. I mean Michael Jordan. I mean Scottie Pippen. I mean Joe Dumars. I mean skilled all the way around. They can guard you. They can clamp you up. They can score. They can rebound. They can pass the rock. That's what I mean. I don't mean you can go out there and score 40 points, but you allow them to score 30 on you. That's what I know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just saying, like, if we want to just talk about offensive skills,
you can't say they're more skilled than you just talking about one side of the ball.
I know. I'm just saying, like, he got skills offensively, but not defensively.
I think they're more athletic.
But so I don't even think he's even more because Steph ain't really all that athletic.
Not him. I'm saying majority of the players now.
I don't think they more athletic. I think it's just more athletic people. Because the athletics is the same. It's just that they have more of an abundance of athletic people nowadays than they had back then. Because if you ask me, the skill ain't never really changed. The skill actually probably went down, but the athleticism increased in the sheer number of people that's athletic. Mm-hmm. Not like they so much more athletic than the people back. It's just more of them.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about here's what I don't like. So I'm sitting here listening to this shit for the All-Star game. So instead of us watching one long-ass game that nobody wants to watch, now you create 3 long-ass games that nobody wants to watch.
Did that nigga say like score to 48?
Dude, the problem...
Nigga, we don't even pick up in open gym, pick up basketball, we don't even go to 48.
Dude, the problem is this. They keep trying to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do all that. Get you some people who actually want to play and compete. If you make 3 games, that's 3 games full of people who still don't want to play.
Exactly.
Get you some people who want to get out there and they want to fucking play in that game.
It still just blows my mind, the sheer fact that somebody can make a multi-million dollars for one contract. You got some players that's making like 50-something million in 1 year. Can you imagine saying, I need more incentive to play in an All-Star game? To me, nigga, you about to get paid 50, 52, 54, $50 million.
You know what that means?
And you need more? Come on.
You know what that means to me? That means you don't give a fuck about the fans.
Exactly, and the fans
because
is the reason
why. We spending this
why.
money to go watch this game. We buying your jersey. We buying your shoes. We watching your game on TV. You got a motherfucker who's hustling straight to get to the All-Star game, and you out here bullshitting around.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even play a whole season no more. Motherfuckers is playing half the goddamn season.
Yeah, that's it.
And they getting fucking I'm hurt. Give me a DNP.
And that shit killed me when Draymond was like, "Oh, they put stipulations on. You got to pay at least 65 games to get all these different awards around." They didn't have to do it back then. People not playing games wasn't a problem back then.
They played.
Motherfuckers constantly play 65 plus games. Wasn't that John Stockton that damn near played 82 games his whole career?
Look, Michael Jordan, who nobody in the NBA right now is even close to, has played more complete 82 game seasons than most of these motherfuckers have been in there for like 18, 19. He's played more 82 game seasons than LeBron.
Nah.
So how the fuck you gonna sit up here and say, oh, well, they're making these? Yeah, they gotta make these stipulations because y'all don't want to play. And to me, that's disrespectful for the fan. If I sit here and I get a ticket for me and my kid, or I get a ticket saying, we having a family thing, and we go to the game and the superstars are playing, bro, I want my money back. I think if you go to a game and the superstar sitting down resting, if he's not, a legitimate injury, not these fake ass injuries, he got a back spasm or a headache. No, a real fucking injury. Because back in the day when they said a motherfucker had a back spasm, they really had a back spasm. Now they say they don't have to play.
What motherfucker Larry Bird playing with back spasms?
Yeah, he played with a fucked up back the last 2 years of his career. So what I want to see is I don't want to go there and you ain't playing because you got a stiff neck. If the superstar isn't playing over a bullshit reason, the fans should be able to ask for their money back.
At least 50%.
Oh man, if you walk out the first quarter, you get your whole thing back. Not the end of the first quarter. Depending on how long you stay is how much of your money you get back. If you walk out that bitch and they don't play, you leave halfway between the first quarter, you get your whole thing back. End of the first quarter, 75%. You're saying after halftime, 50%. Fourth quarter, you know what? You're keeping your money then, bitch. Don't sit here and lie to us.
You damn near ate the whole meal.
But yeah, the thing is, bro, like the league cheats the fan. Like the fan, like it is some players who care, but a lot of these players don't give a fuck about the fans. I ain't want to sit here and lie. Like, let's be honest. LeBron don't give a fuck about these fans. In the sense of, I'm not saying in the sense, but in the sense of if he really cared about these fans, he gonna go out there and play every single game and give the fans something to go home and talk about. You should not be in a fucking All-Star game sitting there bullshitting around. You should not. We've been wanting you in the dunk contest for years. And every year you sit your old drop convertible top head ass up there and be like,
I'm an in-game dunker.
I'm going to get in next year. I'm going to get in next year. You never got in. Just say you were scared to lose, bro.
I'm an in-game dunker. But meanwhile, you do a dunk contest, worthy dunks in the layup line.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
He's scared to lose, bro.
Fuck out of here.
Bro, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about the fans. And they making too much money. Ben Simmons is garbage as fuck. He's still getting paid to be out there. They should have bought that boy contract out and sent his ass back to where the fuck he came from. He played in Australia. He's not from Australia, but send his ass somewhere. Like, come on, man. They don't give a fuck.
That shit crazy.
Once they get that check, they don't even care no more. How the fuck is Draymond still getting checks? How the fuck is Draymond over Clay is the prize? That's what I'm asking.
That is mad wow.
This motherfucker get a quadruple nothing. I saw the motherfucker play 19 games, no points, no rebounds, no assists. Motherfucker, you just out there for cardio. At this point, you just working out at this point. You need to get that spot to somebody else.
That's the one they should have let walk. Like, what are you really doing? You know, I can find anybody that motherfucker inspire the team to play hard as shit. Yeah, that's what the coach is supposed to do in the first place. Shit.
Exactly. That's the only reason he there, because I believe if Mark Jackson would have stayed there, he wouldn't have been there. Because Mark Jackson, like the founder, Kerr is kind of like a Popovich type motherfucker. He kind of, you know what I'm saying? He give a little inspirational words, but he ain't gonna mix it up with nobody. But you can see a lot of times when Draymond getting these fouls, motherfuckers like, this motherfucker. But anyway, back to how the fuck does he have? How does he have as many All-Star appearances as he? Yo, we got a limit. Some of these casual fans don't need to be fucking voting. Draymond does not need multiple All-Star games.
I mean, if your name is the most popular thing among people that's voting, that's not into the league like that, then yeah, you gonna get that shit.
He should not have these many All-Star games. For real.
Shit. One is too many. Well, you know what? I give him one. I'll give him one.
Maybe two. Maybe two. Maybe. One definitely. If he'd have just had one, I'd have been cool with it. But anything over two, come on, man, y'all lying. You lying to yourself, you lying to us, you lying to the NBA, and we want a fucking apology.
And you lying to God, too. And God is vengeful.
It's crazy, man. That's what I said. The whole, to me, the whole way. First of all, you need to find you a new commissioner. Because Adam Silverman just ain't it.
Yeah, because he all about player empowerment. And that player empowerment shit is terrible.
He know he's trying to expand the teams, too. Like, bro, he ain't it. He's not good for business to me. You gotta get rid of him. LeBron, you did what you did everything you could do, bro. Retire. You done. Retire.
Exactly. And then
tap out. You done.
And then I don't even like the Lakers, so I don't give a fuck about what's going on with them. But she letting the motherfucker. She letting him.
The Lakers, but I was a fan of how their organization was ran. The way they treated Kobe to me was class. That was a class act, and that's the way the Bulls should have treated Mike. That's the way the Bulls should have treated Scottie. It should have been like that, class acts.
But even with that, though, they still didn't allow Kobe to interfere with the day-to-day operations of the team, like who they traded and all different types of stuff. He made his suggestions and shit, but they didn't give him as much control as they give him LeBron.
Here's the thing. Kobe just said, "Go give me help." Kobe gonna go out there and play with any motherfucking body. Like everybody talking this crazy shit, but Jerry Carlson said it himself. Mike has never asked me to get him help. Mike said he'll do it by himself. Kobe had that same mentality. Hey, yo, I like that guy. But if you don't get him, guess what I'm finna do? Go out there and drop 40 on somebody. LeBron don't get the shit. He in the press conference after the game. Man, we need more help. We need more help. We need more help.
Exactly.
And that guy, he sounded like the motherfucker. We need another big. We need another big. Well, you are the big. The fuck is you talking about?
They talking about they talking about like a backup center. Cause be honest, once he go to the bench or he get injured,
How?
Who was that after him?
How?
Who?
No, how? How are they gonna get another center?
I'm not saying I don't know how they gonna get it. I'm just saying that is what they're gonna need. That's
Look
what
at
they do
LeBron.
need, though.
What he need to do is look at LeBron and look at LeBron's son and see the reason why the fuck you can't afford nobody. The only reason LeBron took a pay cut was to get his son more money.
But his son is only making $7 million. Still $7 million could have went to somebody that was actually worth using.
You could have got Dwight fucking Howard.
Mm-hmm.
You got this dude. First of all, his son shouldn't even came out of fucking college. He's averaging 5.5 points a game, and you pull him out of college. And all these LeBron sexuals, as soon as he hit a shot, see, y'all talk crazy about it. Y'all talk. I ain't never say the boy could. He was never. I ain't never say he's gonna be garbage. I'm saying he's garbage now. That don't mean he ain't gonna be no. That don't mean he can't get better.
To me, yeah. To me, the way his fucking career is playing out and the way that things went so far, he seemed like he gonna be a solid player, but a journeyman. But he gonna be a journeyman.
He definitely gonna be a role player. He's gonna find his niche somewhere. He's gonna be a role player.
He gonna fuck around me on about 5 or 6 different teams. As soon as his dad retired, he gonna be moving around the league.
It's gonna be the reverse curve.
Damn, I forgot.
So this is why I say Adam Silverman is the worst commissioner ever. Because if you look, right, so IG, they had the female explaining the All-Star game. And everybody was saying the same thing. But the players ain't playing hard. We didn't even have to say that. You, as like I said, as somebody who's making millions of dollars based on the fact that people want to see you play, you shouldn't need any more motivation.
Exactly.
But if you take your ass out there and you put a motherfucker, you go out there, you act crazy, or you don't want to play, you should be penalized for that. I tell you what, okay, don't play. Hey, turn it down. But it's going to be a penalty for that because these are people who work hard to make their money, who's going to see you, so you get a little bit of relief, a little bit of stress relief in their everyday life. And all you got to do, and let's be clear about this. There's a lot of people say that go fast shit. All they do is do this and do that. Anybody can do that. No, anybody can't. If anybody can do it, your daddy would have been a basketball player in the 90s. Shut up.
Yeah, shit, I'd have been in there.
Your daddy was garbage. He didn't even play on the motherfucking arm. He wasn't even on the bench. Look, but with that being said, the simplizing it, yes, all you got to do is put a ball in the basket. It takes skills to do that, but yes, that's all you got to do. But knowing that you're making that type of money, you got motherfuckers out here, firefighters and all these other people who's putting in hard work. Bruh, that should make you go out there and really play harder for the people who fuck with you.
Shit, not even that. Hell, the motherfucking production and staff team that set everything up for you to come out here and hoop.
Matter of fact, right now in LA, in the condition that it's in, yo, the Clippers and the Lakers should be balling their ass out. They should be balling out, trying to get people to forget what's going on, or at least get them a little bit of a release.
A little bit of reprieve.
That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
LeBron.
That's crazy.
And I don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say this: to be a great player, you have to be selfish. But I'm gonna say this in this way: LeBron is one of the most selfish players outside of Will Chamberlain. LeBron is basically Will Chamberlain. It's all about. See, he make you think it's about the team. It's all about LeBron. Because when they win, I felt like, I think that we could have. But when they lose, we gotta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And speaking of that, though, I was watching a clip from Joe Budden podcast, and they was kind of talking about this. And Joe Budden said, in order to win, you have to learn how to. Well, actually, they was basically talking about the Drake and Kendrick, the Drake and Kendrick beef, and like all the shit that Drake is doing right now, and it kind of led into, because the way Joe Budden said it, he was talking about like all the great winners have to learn how to lose. Like in order to be a great winner, you have to learn how to lose.
You gotta accept it. You gotta accept your loss.
And he went through the whole thing, and then Ish, I forgot his whole statement, though, but I probably seen the clip if you ain't seen it. So basically, he was talking about, in order to be a good winner or whatever, you also have to learn how to lose. And he's talking like all the great winners. He named like Jordan, all the type of shit. And then Ish comes in and he says, well, Jordan and Kobe, they some sore losers too. And they was like, no, they just compare. He's like, but Jordan was in here punching people in the face. He wasn't punching people in the face because he was losing. He punched Steve Kerr in the face because he felt like he wasn't up to par for the type of level he wanted him at. And that was a disagreement between them two. That ain't had nothing.
This was after a game. This was in practice when they was winning. They won. They won the game before. This was in practice, and he saw Steve Kerr, and Mike was balling his ass off in practice, and Steve Kerr was half-assing it, and he stole on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
Because
they try to like anything they could do. See, this is the difference. If you got to slander a person to lift up another person, and the person lifting up ain't worth being in the category.
Exactly. And it's like, because every time, what Mike and Kobe did, every time they lost, even when they won, what they do? They go to the motherfucking gym. When the Pistons physically whooped Jordan ass in that playoff, what's that, the Eastern Conference Finals?
Couple times.
When they was whooping his ass, knocking him to the floor, all that, what this nigga do? He went to the gym and he got stronger. He bulked up.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't come out here crying that he need more help, none of that shit. So how is that a sore loser if you go to the gym and up your skills?
I will say this. This is what I will say. I need y'all to find me one clip where Kobe and Jordan lost and they didn't say, I could have done more. I should have did this. I should have did that. And I want you to look at and find me a clip. If you're looking at this and you're a LeBron fan, find me a clip of LeBron saying, I could have done more. You'll never find it. You'll never find LeBron saying, it's going to be we. It's always going to be we until they win.
Mm-hmm.
It's how it is. And to be a LeBron teammate, you have to suffer. Your numbers are going to go down. You're going to lose money dealing with this dude. It's going to be a lot of shit.
But wait. This is not what we're going to do. We're not going to sit here and act like this man will uplift and make his teammates better.
Who does he make better?
I tried to keep a straight face.
The only reason Kyrie was who Kyrie was, Kyrie said, man, I'm taking this. I don't care who on the team. I'm going to do me. Kevin Love went down. Fucking
Chris Bosh.
Kevin Love went down a lot, too. And what's it called? Try to warn
Chris Bosh?
Chris Bosh tried to warn him. Like, yo, you go with him, your numbers gonna suffer. D-Wade didn't go that first year. D-Wade should have won that MVP. Because statistically, he was better than LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else who goes around LeBron, they suffer and he stagnates growth. And
then when he done with them, he whisked him off into the sunset.
For them to win, AD has to get a double-double.
So the rumor is that he making all his teammates better. So have you ever heard anything from Matthew Dellavedova since he played in Cleveland?
That's how he was playing in Australia, I think.
That's really making teammates better and uplifting them.
People wasn't shit.
Who?
Mike started elevating him. Let's be honest, everybody started to talk crazy. Pippen was averaging fucking under 20 points. Pippen has never averaged over 23 points in his career, even when he was winning titles. So let's not sit there and try to put, Mike had Scotty. Now, Scotty wasn't shit when he came there. That's how I know when we don't watch basketball. Everybody know who Scotty was.
Scotty was a good number 2 option for a person like a Jordan.
But nobody knew who he was.
He was a person that wasn't like mind-blowingly great, but he was a person that can loosen up the defense for Mike
No,
because he can shoot. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just explaining like what Scottie Pippen truly is. Because everybody want to act like he was such on the same level or he was so better. Like he was, I'm not trying to discredit the man, but he wasn't like a D Wade that was out there doing his thing and then teamed up with Jordan. He was a rookie.
We
He
knew
came
who
in.
Wade was. Nobody knew who the fuck Scotty was.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't even tell you what the fuck Central Arkansas is.
He was a good number two, a person that can hit shots consistently and that the defense had to pay attention to, so they couldn't send the whole team on Mike.
Mike lit a fire on that boy ass. And Scotty, I don't know what's wrong with Scotty. He'll remember it, then he'll forget it. So I don't know what's up with him. But back to the question at hand.
I think he just tired of living in Mike's shadow. But go on here. What you were saying?
But back to what I was saying. If you're looking at All-Star joint, when they posted this video up, everybody was saying the same thing, but nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play. And I just simply put, remember when you didn't need a gimmick to sell the All-Star game?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we was like, damn, we got to go to an All-Star game one year, man. Fuck that. We're going to go to an All-Star game. And then I'm like,
I might be interested in going to like the festivities of the All-Star weekend.
Yeah, like I love the Super Bowl last year, the Super Bowl festivities, it was dope as fuck. I ain't even lie.
Yeah, I might be interested in the festivities.
I would go to the city and be around it, but I don't give a fuck about the All-Star game no more.
I don't know if I care enough for the All-Star game because like it's too many. Like my thing though, like I don't care what format he try to come up with to make the All-Star game interesting. If the player's not gonna play, none of that shit matters. Because if you think about it, honestly, I actually kind of liked the pickup game where you had to pull it. It just gives you that rec room feel, like you go into the motherfucking room. It was a dope idea. But if the players don't want to play and don't play, that shit don't matter.
You know who still has two leagues still have good All-Star games? MLB and NHL.
Oh, I thought you about to say. Hey, you forgot about WNBA.
Anyway, those guys are still out here playing. I never watched a WNBA game, so I can't tell you.
Well. To be honest, at least the All-Star game in MLB kind of means something because whoever wins, that's who get home court advantage in the series, home field advantage, and I don't know, is it the whole playoffs or just the World Series?
World Series, I think it is. World Series.
Okay, so it kind of means something to them. Where
I don't think the players really in the NBA give a fuck where they play. Let's be honest.
No, they don't. They don't. But I'm just saying, like in MLB, it kind of gives them a reason to actually play.
But that's what I'm saying. Even in NHL, in hockey, it's better. The NBA is starting to become what the NFL shit is. In the NFL, you might as well go ahead and they just made it flag football now.
I mean, but at least the NFL, as of right now, and I'm still more of a basketball guy than I am football. But I find more interesting games in the NFL than I do than the NBA right now.
This year, the NFL was crazy. They had motherfuckers that won 12, 13 games in the motherfucking wild card. It's crazy. Like this year was a great year to watch football. But basketball has been unwatchable for the last 5, 6, 7 years. And the person who had it rest on LeBron is at the forefront of this. LeBron need to retire. I'm gonna say it again. LeBron just need to go ahead and hang it up, bro. You're not gonna get the championship. You did what you did. You still to most people, you're not gonna be the GOAT. Just go ahead, you'll play the game with your son, retire at the end of this season, and let Ja Morant take this.
See, LeBron had more of a direct effect on how the NBA is right now. Where Steph kind of had like a somewhat of an indirect effect on the game. where I think a lot of the stuff was more purposeful with LeBron, where I think Steph was just it was just a fucking it was just something that just happened in the midst of him becoming the type of player that he is.
Yeah, LeBron was walking to the NBA. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he was.
Steph, the NBA discovered Steph.
Yeah, because it's like with Steph shooting so great.
Davidson, and when he went crazy for Davidson, boy, they said we got to get that little light skinned mongoose looking motherfucker over here.
Hell yeah, because his shooting is so crazy that he made LeBron start shooting more. Like LeBron's supposed to be the face. How you let another person come in, affect and change your game up?
I'm not going to sit here and discredit what LeBron did, but LeBron retired so that John Morant can take this motherfucking league over. Because right now, let's be honest, Zion fat ass done lost him. His fat ass, he can't stay the fuck out of Dunkin' Donuts. He would have been the face. If his fat ass stayed the fuck out, if he stayed out of Dunkin' Donuts, now that he holds DM.
I knew he wouldn't. I knew he wasn't gonna be serious because one, I truly believe I don't care how many press conferences he come out and say it, he don't want to be in New Orleans. I bet you if the Knicks would have swooped him, it'd have been probably a different goddamn
Here's
time.
the problem. Motherfucker, your value ain't shit now. If you go in that motherfucking ball out and you demand a trade because you losing, your value will stay high. But to go in there and you study injured and study overweight, you study coming in motherfucking, you coming in the goddamn season looking like fucking Charles Barkley now. No, bro, your value ain't shit. You fucking up
exactly.
the money. Your father and say, hey, get fucking serious.
And that's another thing that I hate about this generation now, in this age of player empowerment. Like now we got motherfuckers like Jimmy Butler doing that dumb shit. Like not showing up. Being there but not showing up. Like fuck that shit. I understand you not happy or you unhappy with the situation you're in right now, but that still doesn't give you an excuse to act like a little child.
I used to be on Jimmy's side. Right? Let me ask you this question. Because I used to be on Jimmy's side, but now the question comes, is it Jimmy? Is all this shit Jimmy? Like at first I was like, I can understand he want motherfuckers to win when he try to push these motherfuckers, but now I'm like, man, maybe Jimmy's always been the problem.
I mean, yes and no.
His first couple seasons in Chicago, he was doing what he's supposed to do. When he got mad in Chicago, he snapped on D-Wade them, I get it. But then he went to Minnesota. You know, he in Minnesota ball now, he snapped on Cat. I get it. Then he go to Philly. He snapped on fucking Embiid, which Embiid is another story. Okay.
But at least Embiid,
I get it, but I'm seeing a pattern. Then he goes to Miami, it's the same thing.
At least Embiid didn't take it personal. Well, I think he didn't take it personal. He still wanted Jimmy to be there because I guess at the end of the day, I feel like Embiid needed a person like a Jimmy Butler to keep him on track. And that's probably why he wanted him on, because he was the only person that fucking held him accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I don't know, Jimmy Butler, I feel like the things that's going on right now in Miami is different from the things that went on in Philly and in Minnesota. Because you got to think about it. Like Miami is a team that do want to win. They focus on winning and trying to put the best team together. Where I don't feel like that's the same in Minnesota and Philly.
Bro, I still gotta look at the
but at the same time, I'm not totally absolving him from that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he still had his role in it, but I think those situations, it was more of the team than him. Well, right now, I feel like it's 50-50 because, Pat Riley, he ain't no pushover. I feel like a lot of that shit blew up when he, in the public, told that nigga to shut up if he ain't in the game. And I feel like that was the tipping point to this whole situation. But like I said, so like in this situation, I think it's a 50-50, thing with why the situation ain't working. But the other teams, I think it was more of the organization than it was Jimmy.
I still think all them situations could have been handled a little better.
Yeah, they could have been handled better, most definitely.
I think at this point, he's 35, 36 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the point now where you're an elder statesman, and you that guy. If you feel as though you're not getting the help that you need, or you feel as though guys aren't performing, then you go to them guys, you pull them to the side, and you get in their ass, no diddy. But you need to light a fire under them. You can't just keep sitting here talking crazy to them. Then you go out and put the shit on camera for the press to see. That's bad. That's a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying, with my temperament, we'd have had squabble. For real. You're not gonna see it, bro. If you say something to me in practice, that was my problem with Draymond. What happens in practice should stay in practice.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of these dudes, man, they so temperamental and so like mentally unbalanced. You know, they go out there and they get the spark and they run off at the mouth. Like Draymond, this is my thing with Draymond. Draymond talking about, everybody talking about Draymond before. Draymond ain't shit. In the 90s, they'd have folded Draymond punk ass up. Draymond know who to run up on.
Hell, shit, the early 2000s. Shit, fuck that, 2010.
Could you see Draymond Green trying to run up on a fucking Charles Oakley or Anthony Mason?
Hell no. Like, Chris Charles would have gave him a 1-2.
Yeah, he trying to run up on Karl Malone. You finna run up on Dennis Rodman. You finna talk crazy to Charles Barkley when he was playing? Charles Barkley suplex the shit out your little ass. Like, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. This NBA now, it's soft, it's watered down. It's too many motherfuckers. It's too much friendship. Everybody want to be friendly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be friends with everybody. Everybody, oh, that's my guy. That's my guy. Yo, like KG said, hey, that's my guy. But we on this court, I'm trying to murray.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kendrick say, I got love for you niggas, but I'm trying to murder you niggas.
Like, bro, this is a competition. I'm trying to win. If you ain't here to win, what the fuck you here for?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, you got your bag. You made enough money. Win. That's what this shit is about now. I got my money. It's time to win.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you got your money. You set for life. Now if you don't want to be known as one of the greats, what the fuck is you here for, bro? That's why I never thought Ben Simmons was that dude. And I thought Ben Simmons was garbage as fuck, to be real with you.
I thought he was.
I was telling people and nobody listened to me, bro.
I thought he was going to improve. Mm-hmm. I never thought he was that guy, but I knew because where he was at, I was like, oh, he gonna probably improve and grow into that guy. Mm-hmm. And then after that fucking layup that he decided not to take and just threw it away, I was like, yeah, this nigga done.
I never thought that. And the reason why I never thought that is based on the fact that he was scared to take shots. He was always trying to push the temple inside.
I thought he was gonna get better because he didn't go in, what was it? It was either the FIFA Cup or the Olympics because he wanted to stay with the team and work on his jump shot. And from that alone, I was like, oh, this nigga finna go work on it. He finna go in the lab. And then I saw a lot of his summer mixtapes where he was pulling up shots and he was dropping them. Like, okay, this nigga is really working on his jump shot. And then the season started.
What's the thing about a mixtape? Only the best shit go on the mixtape. The garbage get thrown out.
Yeah, what I'm saying, like, I'm not saying like I just took it as this nigga really working on his jump shot because he was really hitting shots. And and then the season started. I'm like, what all that mixtape shit go to?
Yeah, he was missing shots. And then what really really fucked him up for me was that mysterious back injury, and he didn't want to play, and he was sitting out. He was saying, "I'm like, bro, you just out here trying to make it a fashion show. That's all your ass trying. You just trying to be seen." Then I want to play for him. I want to play for him. I want to play. This, that. Man, shut the. Bro,
nigga.
Like I said, this goes back to this is what I'm saying with the new generation. They don't get better at their craft.
Yeah.
They find what they're good at, and they keep doing that, but they never expect. Now, Steph luckily came in shooting trays. Steph could do that for his whole career. That's LeBron. he hasn't really developed a shot like he's supposed to develop. Because remember, Mike came in, was yamming on everybody. Vince Carter came in, was yamming on everybody. Then they's like, oh, she's getting older. Let me develop a jump shot. Same thing with Charles Barkley. People they're not working on shit that would extend their career.
That because they already got their money. These Supermax contracts, like, let's be realistic. If this motherfucker, after you having a mediocre season with your skills, you came out of college or high school, wherever you came from, and this motherfucker throw a goddamn max contract in your lap, $200,000, you getting paid what, like 40? So let's say 200,000, you getting 50 mil. I mean 200 million. You getting fucking 50 million a year, 4 years. You gonna work on your game? Because I was already good enough for 200 million.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
The only reason I'm saying don't get me wrong, I do want the money. I want to be the best at what the fuck I do.
Yeah, but some people get that money and that the best that I do.
I agree with you. Some people ain't. And once that should be the job of the team. Once you find out that this guy isn't trying to be that person, don't offer him another max contract. Get him the fuck out. James, I remember they was talking to Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant said the way that James Harden played, he's never going to win a championship playing that way.
Yep.
And this is when he was going crazy. When you see this motherfucker ain't serious about that shit, like when he went to New Jersey with the fat suit on and all that shit, man, they should have signed, they should have paid, they should have bought him the fuck out. Here goes some money, man, get the fuck out. I ain't no way in fuck Philly should have picked that boy up.
Shit. And
I remember
Philly ain't serious.
Speaking of not accepting responsibility, remember they talking to fucking Embiid and he's like, yeah, you know, the guys got to step up. The guys got you and motherfucking Harden went 1 for fucking 11 out there. What the fuck is you talking about? Everybody did more than you.
And that's the problem, because like you got like once them players get that first max contract, now they feel like that's what they worth. And the problem is somebody out there gonna pay them that shit. If you don't pay them, they gonna that just happened with Paul George. That's why he in Philly, because LA didn't want to give him that money, so he left LA and went to Philly because Philly was gonna give it to him.
But it's just throwing either mediocre or mid-level talent a bunch of fucking money.
I knew the league was gonna be really going down south once motherfucking Blake Griffin got that Kia endorsement after dunking over one of their cars. I'm like, because
he dunked over he didn't even dunk over the car. He dunked over the hood. I saw motherfucker jump over the motherfucking roof of the car. He went over the hood. Yeah.
This one and then he didn't even clear it, because after he dunked, he landed on the hood. After he dunked, no, I'm saying like he cleared like going over it, but he didn't clear like going past it. Because after he dunked, he came down and he was standing on the hood.
But like I said, man, look.
But anyway, I knew that once he got that endorsement, I knew that he was gonna be with. Huh?
What did Blake Griffin do though? Blake Griffin, we talk crazy about him, but he added excitement to the All-Star weekend, which is why I pointed at the beginning. The dunk competition. He added excitement to that shit.
He did. But
who are you looking forward to? And this still goes to the debate. Who are you looking forward to seeing All-Star weekend?
I haven't been looking forward to All-Star weekend I ain't been looking forward to All-Star weekend for the last maybe 10, 15 years. Because I wasn't even looking forward to that All-Star that we were just talking about with Blake Griffin. Only reason why I ended up seeing it because we was at the bar. We was at Dave and Buster's sitting at the bar when all that shit happened. We was out and about and all that shit happened and that shit was hype. And it still didn't carry over until the feeling didn't carry over until the next season to me. You know, the only time I really fucking kind of felt like I was wanting to see the next year thing was when dude from the G League won the dunk contest, and he talking about he coming back next year.
What's his
McClung or some shit?
How the fuck you say his name? The white boy.
Yeah. That was the only time that I kind of had a sparking interest to see next year's All-Star weekend. Look, other than that,
I'm telling everybody, if you like basketball, you're watching this. Watch the dunk that he did in LA at the practice. If he does that dunk, and he ain't do that dunk in the dunk contest, if he do that dunk in the dunk contest, man, I'm throwing it's game over with. I'm throwing the Jordans up in the air. Game over with. I don't give a fuck if I'm outside. But I'm throwing the bitches up in the air. Game over with. Let's go home.
But back to
that dunk
back to the point I was making.
But
when they threw him that endorsement from just dunking over the car, I knew the league was going down because at that point, anybody can get an endorsement now. Because back then, you had to be winning
hold on,
to get an endorsement.
I'm not gonna let you do that. Hold on. I'm not. No, take that plane and go right the fuck back up. I'm not letting you land right there. He has some excitement behind him.
No, I'm not saying he don't have excitement. All I'm saying is before him, you had to win to get endorsements.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, land the plane. Air traffic control. It's cool.
Yeah, like he was excitement. Don't get me wrong, but before then, you had to win to get endorsements.
Remember, we had that conversation, and I was telling motherfuckers that Lob City shit is not gonna win.
That motherfucker Chris Paul been endorsing goddamn State Farm for how long now? And they won that one fucking championship and only went to one finals.
And State Farm out there in Cali, fucking creating turnovers. Fucking we don't.
You got job around.
I'm not gonna let you get on that. We ain't arguing about Chris Paul. And I told you that motherfucker ain't good enough to win the championship.
I ain't say he was good enough to win a championship. I said the argument was about him being a leader, not winning a championship.
He's not a leader.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
He's a leader.
I'm not going back down there with you.
No, hold on. He's a leader.
You can have it. You can have it.
Right now. Right now. In real time. Right now.
No, he's not a leader. No.
I'm asking an honest question. Right now, in real time, is he a leader?
Is he a leader?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a leader. Now, does that resonate? Does that resonate into winning a chip? Obviously not, because he been here all this time.
What I'm gonna say is this: I don't think he's a leader, but what I am gonna say is this: I think that Wemby with that, because remember I said that before they got him. Remember I said that. I said if they get Chris Paul, he is gonna make Wemby a motherfucking superstar. Because you got a guard that's gonna get him the motherfucking ball. They don't want to do nothing but get this motherfucker the ball. That's all they needed was a point guard that could do that. Let me change my opinion. Chris Paul is a floor general. He's definitely that. He definitely controls the tempos of the game. His voice carries a lot of weight. Let me give him that. I believe in the locker room that listen to. I do believe he's a leader. Maybe not a good one.
No, I mean he's a leader. He's a leader, but obviously he's not the leader that's gonna lead you to a championship. He can get you to the playoffs. He can get you to the playoffs. He can get you pretty deep in the playoffs.
I think he is gonna lead. He gonna lead Wemby to a championship because he gonna get Wemby the game.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it got to come down to the rest of the team too.
That's the thing. He's still young. A lot of young motherfuckers don't listen. If he listens.
See the problem though is he's a foreign player, so he's more likely to listen than players from here.
I'll give that. But it's just the NBA ain't exciting. I mean,
like there are some exciting games. Like I said.
No, it's
Like I said, there are some good games. The more the good games are, the more obscure teams that don't get televised a lot. The ones you got to catch on League Pass and different shit like that.
It's 1996. It's Christmas, 1996. No, fuck that. We already know who was winning 96. It's Christmas, 1998. You watching the NBA games.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Every single game. This Christmas, I was like, I'll catch them. I watched the highlights.
I watched them games simply because I was out here talking to y'all. If I wasn't sitting out here talking to y'all, I probably wouldn't have watched it. But since I was sitting out here, and since I got a TV out here, and I feel like it's pointless for me to be out here and the TV not on. So I turn it on, and if it's a game on, I throw it on. Only reason why I watch those games because one, I'm not a Laker guy, not by far. Don't get me wrong. Kobe was the most despised player at the time, but I respected the shit out the man game and the way he handled himself. But because he had on purple and gold, he was my dire enemy. But I still respected the shit out that man.
So was you the one in that commercial singing loud as hell for Kobe? I hate you.
Yeah. Yep, I was loud than a motherfucker.
So
if he had any other jersey on, he would have his career would have been what it is right now in a different jersey, he probably would be one of my favorite players. But because he had purple and gold.
All right, so let me go ahead and let's go ahead and park this car. What do you think? Closing thoughts. What do you think the NBA can do to improve this problem? Not just with the All-Star game, but in general, because you got the in-season tournament nobody gives a fuck about. But what do you think they can do to kind of bring back the excitement?
One, they have to bring defense back because you can't have a good NFC. The NBA is in a unique spot versus all the other sports. NBA is the only sports where you as a player simultaneously play offense and defense. Where you got NFL, you either playing defense or you playing offense. You have a small.
Them in baseball.
You have. Yeah, but the defense in baseball is kind of it's still not the same because it's like in NFL you either playing defense, offense. You have a very small minute of players that might play both. Baseball, you still only playing offense or defense one at a time.
I get you.
Where basketball, you can go 1 second playing offense to the next second playing defense, and you have to. So the NFL the NBA cannot live without one or the other. You got to have both. You got to have defense and offense to make the game good because because the player is playing both sides of the ball at all times. So you need that. You need a face of the NBA. You need a new face of the NBA that's actually about competing. Let me say that again. I don't know if it's the person back there in the back heard me. You need a face of the NBA that actually promotes competing.
Hey, sir, did you hear him? Okay.
Because when your face of the NBA is about competing, the rest of the league is going to compete. You have Magic and Bird, two faces that was about competing. Hell, they was even competing with each other to a fault, which makes it so nice that Magic never went back to play for the Pistons because that's what he wanted to do. He was gonna spend his time in LA and then go to the Pistons because that's the team he wanted to play for. But he stayed in the West while Bird was in the East. So we always had to look forward to if these two teams make it to the NBA Finals. We got two rivalries. We got this championship team with multiple, like in the double-digit championships with their star player, and then other team with a lot of championships with the rival star player. So it was always a good dynamic right there. You had Kobe that was about competing day in, day out, no matter with no excuses. It was no excuses. You had Shaq at the time. You had so many players that was about competing. But then now you got your face of the league that's about teaming up. And that's what everybody want to do. Everybody want to team up so they can win a championship. So you need a face of the NBA that's about competing.
I'll go with you with competing. Also gonna take it a step farther. Accountability. When you create a face of the NBA, not only he has to be competitive, but he has to be accountable for what's going on. We won, we lost. If you're gonna say I won, then I lost. But it should never be I and we.
Mm-hmm.
They should also, you got to retrain these refs. We need better refereeing out there. We need better
for sure.
You're taking away from the game, especially when you call these stupid, like for instance, this I'm still gonna wrap it up, still gonna go what I'm saying. Now, for instance, that technical foul they called against Anthony Edwards for being on the sideline. They got a ton of technical. Why is the ref looking at this man on the sideline? Is my first question. When the play is going down the court, the play he already dunked. Put the ball in and they going down court. Why is the ref looking this way instead of looking this way?
Exactly. And that's crazy. So many people celebrate. So many people celebrate on the sideline.
Yeah, you got to train your refs. Let these people celebrate. Number 3, let these people celebrate. Bring fun back into the NBA.
Exactly.
Remember when fucking Antoine Walker used to hit the shot, used to do the shimmy? Remember all that shit, man? Let's bring fun back into the NBA. That's what the fuck.
Remember when motherfucking Sean Kemp dunked on dude and pointed at him laying on the floor and then left?
Yeah, that shit, we got to bring that back, man. That's another thing. The number 4, LeBron need to go ahead and retire so that the next person can step up. Right now he's holding the NBA back. He's holding the NBA back. He's holding the Lakers hostage. Retire so that the next person can step up. And then the last but not least, you need a stronger commissioner because he lets too much shit go. Especially when it comes to like that Draymond Green situation, bro. The suspensions they was giving Draymond Green was fucking crazy. Y'all was giving Dennis Rodman more suspensions for just getting a regular ass tech. He out there fighting and slamming motherfuckers. This Rodman getting 10 games for a tech, and you got a man out here body slamming people, getting 3 to 4 game suspensions, bro. No. That goes back to accountability. Once they can fix all that shit, then you will get your viewers back. But until then, it's gonna keep dwindling. This shit, the NBA is gonna revert back to how they was in the early 60s.
See, and that's the thing. They so hell bent on getting the casual viewer, which is good, which is cool. But the problem is, you can't get the casual viewer if you don't have the enthusiasts excited about watching the game, because they the one that brings the casual viewers with them.
You know what they did?
I mean, you can look at a family of 4 or a group of say like a family of 4. The reason why that family of 4 is there is because one of them, whether it's the kids that's excited about the league or the dad or the mom, one of them motherfuckers is an enthusiastic about this, and they drug the rest of their family with them.
You know what they did though? They took the enthusiast and turned them into a casual. I was an enthusiast. Now I'm a casual.
Yeah.
That's what they did, and that's what they're going to keep doing. And you're missing out on your core fan base, and you're losing your core fan base. That's why the ratings is going down. You thought, oh, well, if we get these new viewers, the new viewers, like you said, are casuals. They're going to watch this game, this game, this game, this game. That shit crazy.
Yeah. See, me, I do still want to go to the NBA game, but I'm kind of like feel like I want to go to a game that I feel like is going to be competitive to like with one of those obscure teams where with the young and hungry teams.
I'm into a bunch of them. But
I've been to a couple Bulls.
I'm into a few Bulls, a couple Knicks. But what I'm gonna say is even to watch the game. But now I definitely want to go see me the OKC game, so I'm definitely gonna get that.
Yeah.
If not this year, definitely beginning.
I wouldn't mind going to see OKC.
Beginning of next season, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing the OKC game. Hell, I wouldn't even mind seeing a Houston game.
I'm going to OKC to see the OKC game, definitely. So, all right, but anyway.
Yeah, but quick question though, before we get out of here though.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on if we had Shaq body with Kobe mind in it.
Unstoppable.
What's your thoughts on that?
Unstoppable. Because you'll have a person, you have the most dominant person ever in the NBA with one of the biggest motors ever in the NBA. So you got a guy that's going to dominate and he's going to keep working. Think about if Shaq would have hit them free throws, where his scoring would be. You put Kobe Bryant in, you got a motherfucker who's going to actually work on his free throws. But
yep,
he has to have Kobe's mind. And like he has Kobe's, how can I say this? It has to be Shaq, Kobe-like mind in Shaq. Because if you put Kobe mind in Shaq, Kobe mind will have Shaq think he's trying to do shit that Shaq can't do, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta have a Kobe-like mind.
Well. Okay, well, take Shaq, but apply Mamba mentality to him.
That's the thing. When Shaq was in Orlando, he had that type of mentality. He just,
but I feel like
but the only difference between him and Kobe is Shaq didn't practice as hard, but Shaq didn't have to practice as hard. He was just physically dominant. That's what Kobe said. Like, man, if you like, I wish I could have had Joe's side. The way I think, man.
So take Orlando Shaq. Let's say Orlando Shaq was
in shape Shaq.
What Shaq was. Orlando Shaq is the Shaq for his whole career, even though he went to LA, even though he went to Miami, Boston. How many championships you think he would have accumulated?
He probably could have got about 5 or 6. And he definitely played about, I ain't gonna say 5 more seasons. I say 2 or 3 more seasons, definitely he could have played. Definitely. He probably had 5 or 6. He probably could have had 7. Because they definitely probably would have won. They probably would have three-peated again at LA. They did three-peated. He'd have left, went down to Miami. I think he could have got 2 in Miami. Then he went to over there with LeBron. He still got the Orlando body. I think they could have won a championship in Cleveland with him in that shape. Boston, but Cleveland, yeah. I think he missed out. I think he missed out on about 3 more titles, 3 to 4 more.
So if Shaq had that work ethic in him, where he did practice hard and all that, and then him and Kobe relationship blew up like it did, who you think LA gonna keep this time? Is they gonna keep Shaq or they gonna keep
Shaq would have never
Kobe?
been in LA. If Shaq had that mentality, no, that's what I'm saying. If Shaq had that mentality, Shaq would have stayed in Orlando for a while.
No, it wasn't really the mentality. The reason why it was the contract. LA was willing to pay him the money.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If Shaq had that mentality, right? Even though they were stupid for getting rid of Shaq, but if Shaq had that mentality, no way in fuck any GM giving that away.
No way. I see what you mean.
No way. If this motherfucker out here, he hustling for every motherfucking ball, he going hard in practice with Penny, no way in fuck nobody gave that up.
Well, let's just say for the sake of argument,
and he would have won 2 more. He could have got at least 1 or 2 titles in Orlando.
Well, let's say for the sake of argument that he still has that mentality, but Orlando still decided not to keep him and he let him walk to LA.
Kobe.
They still would have picked Kobe?
Age. Now you gotta look at the age.
Okay, Kobe, I'm just saying, because like, that's true and that's fair. I'm just saying with the different circumstances and he's staying in shape and he has this killer mentality, it kind of makes that decision a little bit harder though, don't you think?
It does, but that's why I'm looking at age. Kobe has a lot more years. Kobe had a lot more years in front of him than Shaq had. So now I got to look at age. Because even if you're in shape, your body going to eventually fail.
Well, unless you're LeBron. And you go to Miami, you disappear and go to Miami for a couple weeks. And
then you come back strong. Or you don't play, you miss a couple, you miss like 10, 12 games a year, 20 games a year, Anyway, man. It's been a good combo. Thank you everybody who watched, like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all give us a comment on the video before this. The top 25 cigars. Let us know y'all cigars. And drop some comments down here, man. Let us know what y'all think about the NBA and what do you think would help the NBA get back to his glory days. As always, I'm your local hero, reminding you to blow your smoke like a goddamn gentleman and gentlewoman, and we out.
What's up, everybody? It's your local hero. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to like, share, subscribe. Catch us on YouTube, right here on YouTube. Make sure you catch us on YouTube. I want you to catch us on Facebook, Cigar Loungin Podcast, Rumble, Cigar Loungin Podcast, Spotify, Cigar Loungin Podcast, Anchor FM, Cigar Loungin Podcast, TikTok, Cigar Loungin Podcast. I want you to catch us on IG. You can catch us under the Gentleman or Cigar Loungin Podcast. Either one of those works. So go ahead. Thank you guys for liking the video. I hope you liked the video. And follow us on all our social media sites. We everywhere you get your shit from.